Okay. So what is this verse? Jaya Janani Sudha Samudraanta Rudyanmani Dvipa Samrudha Bilvatavi Madhya Kalpadruma Kalpa Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye Kritti Vasapriye Sarva Loka Priye. Jaya Janani Sudha Samudraanta Rudyanmani Dvipa Samrudha Bilvatavi Madhya Kalpadruma Kalpa Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye Kritti Vasapriye Sarva Loka Priye. So the whole Shyamala Dandakam, the way Kalidasa is first written is the first several Dandakas or the first few Dandakas, it is predominantly, it expresses a lot of adjectives. There are many adjectives that you'll see. So which is why the last verse, as I said, or the last word or this thing is the reference is a Sambodhana. So he does a Sambodhana to her, Devi, Matangi, and then he goes back to say what kind of Devi you are. So he's saying first, for example, let's look at the first one. He Sarva Loka Priye. Sarva Loka Priye is you are one who is loved by everybody. Everybody loves you. Either you love everybody or everybody loves you. Sarva Loka Priye. Right? Either you are loved by everyone or you love everyone. Sarva Loka Priye. Rendo, exactly. Both these samasas can be applied here. So, in that way, you are, O Matangi, O the one loved by all. Right? So that is the Sambodhana. And then there is another Sambodhana here, Kritti Vasa Priye. Kritti Vasa is the one who's wearing wearing animal hide, animal skin as his dress. Vasaha means also dress. Ishavasya idam sarvam. If you remember that verse, Ishavasyam idam sarvam yatkincha jagatyam jagat. The Isha is clothing, enveloping this whole universe. Yatkincha jagatyam jagat. So Vasa, that means the cloth that you wear over, is also called as Vasa or enveloping. So here Kritti Vasa means living, residing also. But here in this context, Kritti Vasa, the animal hide, multiple meanings are there, right? So the meaning that is used here is of enveloping. So you are the loved one of one who is enveloped in animal hide, in animal skin. Kritti Vasa. Kritti Vasaha Priye, Kritti Vasaf Priye. So again, same thing. You are the one who is loved by Kritti Vasa, or, O mother, one who loves Kritti Vasa. Either ways. Okay. So Kritti Vasa Priye. So there are two Sambodhanas here, or there are two ways in which mother is addressed. One is the lover or the one who loves Shiva, and the one who loves everybody, the world, Sarva Loka Priya, or the one who is loved by Shiva himself and the one who is loved by everybody. Krittivasa Priya, Sarva Loka Priya. So this is the Sambodhana. This is the way he is starting to address her. But who is this person? Right? So the whole Dandaka is going as, first you refer to this person and then you're saying who is this person in terms of adjectives. So the adjectives that he starts using is Kadamba Kantara Vasa Priye. So the one who loves to live in the Kadamba Kantara. So here Vasa is used as the one who lives. Right, Shiva, to your point. Here Vasa is referred to as where you reside. So where does she reside? She resides in Kadamba Kantara. And Kadamba Kantara is, Kantara means a forest.
Kadambavanam.
Huh?
Kadambavanam.
Kadambavana, correct. Kadambavana or Nipavana. Nipavana. So she resides in Kadamba forest, and she likes to reside in Kadambavana. And this is what we spoke about, that even in the Dhyana Shloka, we looked at her as Marakata Shyama. We looked at her as somebody who is compared to Madhura Meenakshi because of her being in her having the color of green, and also the Kadamba, the one who loves to be in Kadambavana. And this you also have in Lalita Sahasranama. And also there is a reference of this, I think, in Saundarya Lahari also, right? In Saundarya Lahari, where the same idea is presented. Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrute Manidvipe Nipaha Upanavati Chintamani Grahe. Nipaha Manidvipe Nipaha Upavanavati Nipo Pavanavati. So she is in the Nipa Vana. Chintamani Grihe Shivakare Manche Paramashiva Paryanka Nilayam Bhajanti Tvam Dhanyah Katichana Chidananda Lahari. So this is that Saundarya Lahari verse, right? So Sudha Sindhor Madhye Suravitapi Vati Parivrute Manidvipe Nipa Upapavanavati Chintamani Grihe. So the Nipa tree here is the same reference. This is Kadamba. Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye. So she likes to be in the Kadamba Kantara, and she likes to be in that place, Kadamba Kantara, and she is also in the she's the one who's liked by Shiva. She's the one who's loved by everybody, and she likes to be in the Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye. And then what is this Kadamba Kantara like? What is this Kadamba Kantara like? It is Kalpadruma Kalpa. Kalpadruma Kalpa. Kalpadruma are the flowers of the Kalpa Vriksha. So Kalpa Vriksha flowers, Akalpa means to decorate. Kalpadruma Kalpa Kadamba Kantara Vasapriye Kriti Vasa. So the Kadamba Kantara is decorated with, of course, there is Kadamba flowers, but there are also the Kalpadruma flowers. So basically, the Kadamba flowers are like the Kalpadruma flowers, like the flowers of Kalpavriksha, wish-fulfilling tree. Kalpavriksha is what? Kalpavriksha is the wish-fulfilling tree, right? That rose out of the Samudra Manthan. And then that tree gives you all your desires. This is similar to saying Chintamani Grihe. Right? In Saundarya Lahari, it says Chintamani Grihe. So Chintamani Grihe means what? It is all your wishes are fulfilled. So Kalpavriksha. So when you're saying wish fulfilling means it's Kalpavriksha. That is a reference in mythology. And it is as though it is decorated. Kalpadruma Akalpa. It is decorated with the Kalpavriksha, as though it is decorated. What is decorated? The Kadamba Kantara. The forest of Kadamba trees is decorated with Kalpavriksha flowers. And where is this? Bilvatavi Madhya. So Bilva, the Bilva leaf, the one that is Shiva's favorite. Atavi also means a forest. So just visualize this thing. There is a Bilva Atavi. There is a Bilva Atavi, a Bilva forest. In the middle, Madhye, in the middle of the Bilva forest is this Kadamba Kantara, which means the Nipa Vana. And then that is decorated with the Kalpavriksha flowers. And where is this whole setup? It is Manidvipa Samrudha. Manidvipa Samrudha. It is risen from the Manidvipa. Which means it is in an island which is Samudrantar Udyan Manidvipa, which means it has risen from the island of Manidvipa, which means there is an island which is Manidvipa, and in that island, the whole island has Udyan, has risen from where? Sudha Samudrantar Udyan. So Sudha Samudra, from the nectar ocean, from the ocean of nectar, Sudha Samudra, Udyan, risen, this Manidvipa. This Manidvipa, or this island, has risen from the Sudha Samudra. And in that, you visualize a Bilva Atavi, a forest of Bilva trees. In the center of that, Madhye, is this Kadamba Kantara, and that is decorated with the Kalpadruma flowers. Is this kind of making sense? So he's used, but imagine, so this is an outpouring from Kalidasa, okay? So you can't blame him for it. You can't blame him that he's composed it this way. He'll say it's an outpouring. Devi gave it to me this way, it just came, right? I didn't compose it. But that is the beauty. Now you start looking at it from, so now I showed you from right to left. Because we started looking at who this person is, Matangi. We said Sarvaloka Priye, Kritivasa Priye. Then we went backwards and we said Kadamba Kantara Vasa Priye. So what kind of Kadamba Kantara? Kalpadruma Kalpa Kadamba Kantara. The Kadamba Kantara that is decorated with Kalpadruma flowers. And then where is it? Bilvatavi Madhya, in the center of the Bilva forest. And then where is that Bilva forest? Manidvipa Samrudha. It is sprouted out of the Manidvipa. So there is a Manidvipa and Bilvatavi is sprouted, and the center of that is the Kadamba Kantara, which is decorated with these flowers. And then where is this whole Manidvipa? Sudha Samudra Antar Udyan. Antar Udyan. From inside of the Samudra, which is Sudha Samudra, the nectar ocean, it is risen. Jaya Janani, O mother, glory to you, O mother. So where is this this whole the whole visualization? So if somebody asks a painter to paint, he'll obviously paint it beautifully. So that is the way he's visualized this whole thing. So what is happening inside him? Is he suddenly, when he is composing this, or not composing rather, he's just this is exploding within him. This knowledge and this understanding and these words are exploding within Kalidasa. He is having this experience. What is this experience? He's experiencing Sudha Samudra Antar Udyan. And where is this Sudha Samudra? It is not elsewhere. He's not experiencing it elsewhere. The whole experience is happening within him. Inside him, he's having an ecstatic explosion within, right? Devi has come in front of him and she's given him jnanam, knowledge and understanding. And he's just exploding with sudden knowledge that is dawning upon him. And he's just spellbound with what he's seeing. And what he's seeing is experiencing within. He's seeing this Sudha Samudra. Where is Sudha Samudra? Is there a honey ocean anywhere? You can't find that, right? On the map. Or you go and ask any, you can't find a Sudha Samudra. So obviously it's not a place, there is somewhere on the outside. Or you want to believe it's somewhere in the heavens or some other place where there is this beautiful, or these days they talk about Shambhala. There is a place called Shambhala, which is hidden away in the Himalayan mountains. Only great saints and yogis can go there and all of that. That may as well be true. There may be different dimensions existing here. But the experience of the dimension is within the individual, right? That experience of this dimension is happening within Kalidasa. He's experiencing this whole samudra from where this is risen, and it's flowering. So this whole experience of, and then he sees Devi sitting right in the middle. Kritivasa Priye Sarvaloka Priye. Devi sitting Jaya Janani Kritivasa Priye Sarvaloka Priye Kadamba Kantara Vasa Priye. You're sitting right in the middle there, Devi. Oh mother, you're sitting there. Although he is standing some place where there is a Kali statue in front of him, and it's dark at night, and he's driven away from his house, his wife has driven him away, and he's crying and weeping. He's having this explosion of beauty inside him, Saundarya Lahari. Right? So this is happening to him. Okay. So each of these words are like that. So now those who chanted, you realized, right, how once you get the hang of it, get the flow of it, it's kind of, the words are very fairly familiar words and you can chant it, right? So now what we'll do is just chant it 1 or 2 more times and then go on to the next one. Because now when you chant this with this meaning, then the visualization is strengthened within us. Okay?
அண்ணா நீங்க சொன்னீங்க you did it from right to leftன்னு left to right பண்ணா வேற மீனிங் இருக்கா?
இல்ல இல்ல. No, no.
இல்ல ஓகே.
No, no. No, no, no. It's not like that Ramakrishna shloka that is there, right? No. No, no. I said it's right just because these are adjectives. So adjectives generally get added to the left, right? Left, right. I mean, the adjectives get added to the left. If you're looking at a noun on the right, the adjectives get added to the left. So then you try to keep adding on the adjectives to say that what type of, like for example, who is she, where is she, what type of place, where is this place, so it's from inside out. So if you look at it, you're going inside out, but if you start from the verse, if you look at it from Jaya Janani, you're going outside in. That's all.
நீங்க இங்க இருக்கிறதுனால from right to left போயிட்டല്ലോ.
துபாய்னால இது துபாய் இன்ஃப்ளூயன்ஸ் இது. இல்ல because Urdu is read from right to left, so she's saying Dubai influence. Okay, சரி, so let's
இது ஒரு ஸ்மால் அவுட் ஆஃப் பாயிண்ட் இது.
sure.
அவுட் ஆஃப் பாயிண்ட்னா சம்ஸ்கிருதத்துல அந்த ககார ககார கதம் குத்ர அப்படி ஆல் த கா
seven cars,
வச்சு
ஆமா.
7 காஸ் அது
சப்த
அந்த
ககார.
அந்த இது ஃபாலோ பண்ணறதா இது?
இல்ல. Oh, no, it doesn't follow.
Okay.
No, this doesn't follow that. Okay, so we'll just chant this twice and then we'll go on to the next one. Gayatri, oh, Meeraji, are you Meeraji? Want to chant?
हरिओम जी.
Yeah.
चैन जी. जय जननी सुधा समुद्रांतरुद्यन् मणिद्वीप संरूढ बिल्वाटवीम मध्य कल्पद्रुमा कल्प कादम्ब कांतार वासप्रिये कृति वासप्रिये सर्वलोकप्रिये. जय जननी सुधा समुद्रांतरुद्यन् मणिद्वीप संरूढ बिल्वाटवी मध्य कल्पद्रुमा कल्प कांतार कादम्ब कांतार वासप्रिये कृति वासप्रिये सर्वलोकप्रिये.
First class, very nice, ma'am.
No way.
So this one is about Sangeeta. सादरारब्ध संगीत संभावना संभ्रमालोलनीप स्रगाबद्ध चूली सनाथत्रिके सानुमत्पुत्रिके. So sadararabdha. So there is in sadararabdha sangeeta, there is music that is begun, oh mother, there is music that is begun in your honor. Sadararabdha, sadara arabdha sangeeta, music, sambhavana, and you are appreciating the music that has been initiated or started in your honor. And then where is Kalidasa heading with this? He's saying that when you're appreciating or listening or enjoying this music, sambrama alola. There is alola, there is oscillation in your, when you're appreciating, you're moving your head. Sambrama alola, you're moving your head, and that in the joy that you're moving your head, there is oscillation of what? Nipasragabadha chuli. So there is chuli. Chuli means something like a bun, a konda, like a konda, and then there is a little bit of a, usually for women you put a bun, and then there's a little bit of hair that will also come out, and that is braided sanatha trike. So it is braided as a trika, as a triad, as three, like you call that a spindle, right? And the pinnal, that pinnal, you use three strands of three bunch of strands or bunch of hair, and then you braid it together. Sanatha means to lock it or bring it together, to unite it. Trike, the triad is done like that, which means the hair is a bun, and the bun is like a trika braided. It's made into a bun, and there is a little bit of that hair is also now coming down. And there is nipasraga abadha. Nipa is again the kadamba, and it is a garland of nipa flowers. Nipasrak is the garland, is nipa flowers or kadamba flowers, and it's a garland abadha, which are tied where? Around this bun, around the chuli, which is created as a sanatha trike, which is a trika that is bound together. Sanumat putrike. Sanumat putrike, O daughter of the mountain. Sanumat. Sanumat means it's the peak of the mountain. Peak of the mountain is, or the peak of some kind of a structure that goes up. The peak is called as Sanumat. Sanu. That's called Sanu. And she is the daughter of she is Parvati. Parvata Putri, right? So she is Parvati. That way she is Sanumat Putrike, O daughter of the mountain, O daughter of the Himalayas or Himavan. You are shaking your head, because of which your chuli is also shaking and oscillating. And how is that chuli? The chuli is made up as a trika. It's tied up as a trika, and it is adorned with, tied together with kadamba flowers. Okay. And why is this shaking? Sambramalola, why is this shaking? Because you are Sangeeta Sambrama. You're appreciating the music that is being started or that has been initiated in your honor. Sadara Arabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana. Appreciating the music. Sambrama Alola. Because you're appreciating the Sangeeta, there is Sambrama Alola, there is movement, and you're moving it. You're not moving it lazily, you're moving it with a certain vigor.
தலையாட்டி ரசிக்கிறான்.
Talayati Rasikira, correct. The movement is.
அந்த தலையை ஆட்டுறது கூட it is to the beat இல்ல அது இந்த சங்கீதத்துல
Correct.
musical, it's not random.
It is not correct. Very beautiful. So the enjoyment, so actually you will notice, and you would have seen this in people, when you see people who are enjoying something, you will feel joyful. சில பேர் ரசிக்கிறது பார்த்தே ரசனை, அந்த என்ன சொல்றது, ரசிகர்களை பார்த்து ஒரு ரசனை வரும். There is a certain rasa that you will be filled with just by looking at rasikas, the way they are enjoying. So this is happening here. She is enjoying it so much blissfully, for which what she is enjoying, the music that has been started in her honor. So somebody is sitting there and there is Sangeeta that is presented to her, and she is enjoying that. And she is vigorously shaking her head in tune. Like Kalpaka said, in tune to the music that is being played. And the Trika, the hair, Sanatha Trika, that is also shaking. And she's enjoying that. Now, a couple of things to just note here, right? This is obviously gives a beautiful visualization of how Devi is sitting and enjoying Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambramalola, Sangeeta Sambhavana Sambramalola, Nipasragabadha Chuli Sanathatrike, Sanumatputrike. So you are enjoying it so beautifully. What it actually should mean, or could mean there, is that the Brahmana does it refer to also bees buzzing on the top of the flowers on her tresses? That also provides Sangeeta, correct? The bees buzzing around the Nipa Chuli. See, now Kalpaka is also becoming a poet now.
Inspired. எல்லாம் நம்மள சேர்த்துக்கிறது.
It's beautiful, right? So when you start, see, that is the thing about rasana, or when you're a rasika, it just sticks on it. You can't but be infected by when somebody is actually enjoying it. When somebody, there is this rasa, Shringara rasa that is there, when it's overflowing, it will touch you also in some way. So what is possibly here, the way we need to look at is Sangeeta. We also discussed about Sangeeta in the Dhyana Shloka, right? There is a Dhyana Shloka which had the last one, Jaya Matanga Tanaye, Jaya Nilot Paladyute, Jaya Sangeeta Rasike, Jaya Leela Shukapriye, Jaya Sangeeta Rasike, the one who is enjoying or delighting in music. But we also discussed what is Sangeeta versus Geeta to Sangeeta, or just from noise or sound to harmonious sound or harmonious music. So here what is happening is, here she is, what Kalidasa's experience there is, Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana Sambramalola. She is shaking that head means she is in tune with when there is Sangeeta within, when we are able to recognize that harmony within, when there is some certain amount of harmony inside, you will see that even things around, even nature works in your favor. It also works along with you. A lot of time when there is conflict, most of the conflict that we have on the outside is essentially an expression of the conflict inside. Right? The expression of the conflict inside is seen on the outside. We may see it as people, we may see it as events, we may see it as some situation, we may see it as this thing that may happen, or you hear, or whatever. It is essentially a conflict that is inside. It's represented on the outside. And then somewhere that resonance happens. Conflict resonates with conflict. Harmony resonates with harmony. So if we want harmony on the outside, or if we want to perceive harmony and pleasantness on the outside, we make pleasantness in the inside. We make it as Sangeeta inside. So when there is Sangeeta, then this joy of the way the expression Kalidasa has made is, she is sitting there and enjoying it in tune with the Sangeeta that is erupting from inside. And see, he says Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana Sambramalola. Sadararabdha, which means there is Sangeeta, oh Sanumat Putrike, there is Sangeeta that is now in your honor, which means what? When I am coming in tune with you, oh Matangi, when I am meditating upon you, when I'm doing dhyana upon you, when I'm bringing my mind in your in attention of you, in focus of you, then there is Sangeeta, right? And which means it doesn't mean it doesn't mean that all of us have to start singing, right? It's not possible. Like Raghu, it's difficult for us to sing, but we can, when there is this actually there's a sensation that we'll also, several of us will experience, right? When there is a certain joy, there is unheard music that is heard inside. This is hard to explain, but this is something that in whenever the mind goes into states of meditativeness, whenever the mind is able to be in a certain space of calm and harmony, then there is sometimes even the music on, you don't want to play music on the outside also. You don't want to turn on music. Sometimes even it may be the best form of music that's on the outside, you don't want to play it, because the sensation that you're feeling in the inside is so pleasant that may also feel like a hindrance. Because there is that true music inside. In fact, when we listen to music on the outside and we feel wow, is because there is a resonance from the inside. This very pleasant music on the outside resonates when our minds within our heart there is a certain harmony and certain pleasantness. That resonance is there. But it's not because of the music on the outside. It is because there is some harmony inside. Of course, sometimes we use the music outside as a tool to bring in some harmony inside. We can use it as a tool. But essentially what happens is within. And when our attention, in this case, Matangi, Raja Shyamala, Devi, Krishna, Rama, Shiva, Bhagavan, Hanuman, whoever. When the mind is in Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana, which means your mind is now bringing in focus, in attention, in dhyana of that particular entity, that principle, then there is this harmony which is inside. This harmony is represented by music, by sound, Sangeeta. And then what happens? Then this joy is also felt. So what is the representation of somebody shaking their hand, listening to nice music and being in tune? Is joy. When you see somebody that way, somebody is listening to music, if you see somebody shaking their head, you won't feel that, ayyo, why, pavam appadinu solla maattom. But there are people because they don't understand, for example, if they don't understand Carnatic music, they look at somebody and say, ayyo, pavam.
எங்க தலையாட்டுறாங்கிறத வச்சுட்டே தெரிஞ்சுருவா எவ்வளவு சங்கீதம் தெரியும்.
But generally, when you see people experiencing joy when they're listening to something, they shake their head and you see them, you know that there is a certain joy. Now, this joy is because of Sangeeta. So he is not, Kalidasa is not necessarily talking about the Sangeeta that you sing and then Devi is shaking her head. All of that is beautiful. But what is Kalidasa experiencing in this process is what is important. He's experiencing that Devi is shaking her head in the joy because there is music that is rising from within. My Guru Paramahansa Yogananda said once, so he started playing the harmonium and he composed some bhajans and all that. Very beautiful bhajans. And then one of his students, disciples asked him, Gurudev, where did you learn music from? Then he said, where did the first music teacher learn music from? So if you trace it back, if I have to learn music from somebody, he learned it from a teacher, he learned it from a teacher, so where did the first person learn it from? It is an intuitive appreciation of music, which we already have. We just have to touch that core. Once you touch that core, music is a natural expression. So in that sense, music is there within. What you're learning are only techniques, and Kalpaka would know this. Even in Carnatic music, in whatever form of music you're learning,
எஜுகேஷனே வந்து சுவாமிஜி சொல்றாருல விவேகானந்தா, இட்ஸ் manifestation of knowledge which is already present within us. So
already present. So you're only learning techniques, how to refine it and how to make it presentable to others. Teachers are only teaching that, but Sangeeta comes only from within. So that is Sangeeta Sadararabdha Sangeeta Sambhavana Sambramalola Nipasragabadha Chuli Sanathatrike Sanumatputrike. Okay. So we'll maybe somebody chant this 2 times and then we'll close today. Okay. நீ சொல்றேன்னா சொல்லு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ரெண்டு ஒன்னு பண்ணுமா chant the first 2 together 2 times.
First one இது ஜெய ஜனனியா
ஜனனில இருந்து from ஜெய ஜனனி.
జయ జనని సుధా సముద్రాంత హృద్యన్మణిద్వీప సంరూఢ బిల్వాటవీ మధ్య కల్పద్రుమా కల్పకాదంబకాంతారవాస ప్రియే కృత్తివాస ప్రియే సర్వలోక ప్రియే సాదరారబ్ధ సంగీత సంభావనా సంభ్రమాలోల నీపస్రగాబద్ధ చూలి సనాతత్రికే సానుమత్ పుత్రికే.
One more time, ma.
జయ జనని సుధా సముద్రాంత హృద్యన్మణిద్వీప సంరూఢ బిల్వాటవి మధ్య కల్పద్రుమా కల్పకాంతారక కాదంబకాంతారవాస ప్రియే కృత్తివాస ప్రియే సర్వలోక ప్రియే సాదరారబ్ధ సంగీత సంభావనా సంభ్రమాలోల నీపస్రగాబద్ధ చూలే సనాతత్రికే సానుమత్ పుత్రికే.
Super, ma. Just one thing, ma. This is not Samudrantar Hrudyan. It's not Hrudyan. It is Samudrantar Udyan.
ஹிருத்யன் தானே இதுல
It's not
போட்டு.
Hrudyan. It is Samudrantar Udyan. Antar Udyan.
ஓகே
Samudrantar Udyan.
ஓகே ஓகே
Okay.
சொல்லட்டுமா?
It's okay. So it's just that because I know by listening, we learn it by listening. A lot of times we form our own words because that word kind of.
இல்ல புக்லயும் அப்படிதான் கொடுத்திருக்கேன் நான். சமுத்ராந்த ஹிருத்யன் மணித்வீப அப்படின்னு.
So that is also, so Udyan here means rises, but Hrudyan means it's in the heart. Maybe we'll take it that way also. It's Samudra Antar Hrudyan.
When you were saying that, I actually felt en மாதிரி நீ சொல்றேன்னு நினைச்சிட்டேன். See, whatever the சமுரோட மேலேது வருது, மணித்வீபத்துல மேலேட வருது, we felt it in his heart.
Sure, of course.
அப்படியே நினைச்சிட்டேன் நான்.
I don't remember seeing it this way elsewhere. Samudrantar Udyan is what is the text.
Okay.
But I think it's fine. I'll check, ma. If there are any places that I see the text like that, maybe it's okay. Otherwise, it will be Samudrantar Udyan.
Okay.
அண்ணா ஒரு டவுட்டு.
Yeah, ma.
அந்த சமுத்ராந்த ருத்யன் மணி த்வீபன்னு போட்டிருக்கு டெக்ஸ்ட், நீங்க அந்த ஷேர் பண்ணினோன்னு அதுல மணின்னு தீர்க்கம்ல போட்டிருக்கு. ஆனா நம்ம சொல்லறதுல அது ஹ்ரஸ்வம் மாறுது. இஸ் தட் ஓகே ஆர் ஷுட் வி ஃபோக்கஸ் டு மேக் ஷுர் தட் இட்ஸ் a இது? ஏன்னா சொல்லறது சமுத்ராந்த ருத்யன் மணித்வீப சம்ரூட பில்வா மணித்வீபன் மணித்வீபன்.
Let me check. It must be, so depending on what this thing is. Sudha, this is, see, this is the Nagana here, right? Jaya Janani Su and Dhasamu Dranta Yan Mani. Okay, let me check that. And I'll let you know. Because we need to see if it's a Lagu or a Guru Akshara there. Then accordingly we'll probably use it. But you're right. We generally we say Mani Dvipa. Right? It is a Hrasva. I'll have to check the text that it was Mani.
இல்ல எழுதியிருந்தது அங்க மணின்னு தான்
I know. So I'm saying the text that I referred to also had Dirgha. So that is why it is appearing as Dirgha. But let me check that once. if it is if it falls into that Nagana Ragana format, then maybe it is Guru. But if it is not, then it will be Lagu. Okay, so I'll check that. சரியா? Okay.
Okay.
Om Kayena Vacha Manasendriyerva Buddhyatmana va Prakrite Svabhavat Karomi Yatyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeti Samarpayami Sadashivayeti Samarpayami Jagadambikayeti Samarpayami Sadgurunathayeti Samarpayami Hari Om Tat Sadgurubhyo Namah. Or you spent little extra today because of Aditya Hridayam at the start. So we'll extend that.
Hari Om.
Om.
Hari Om, sir. Hari Om.